How many of you NBA fans out there sat back and said, man, this is going to be an easy win for LeBron James or for whoever to win the championship this year, and we need to put an asterisk next to their name on the asterisk next to the NBA team that wins the NBA trophy this year? Guys, you know what? Looking at these playoffs, I don't know. But what do you think? You know Coach Walker going to give you his rhyme and reason behind it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. You already know the Western Conference has already started. The Eastern Conference has already started. You got teams that have been bounced out of the NBA that you thought was going to be right there for this last dance to see which of the last two teams will be standing. Who was going to be standing from the West, who was going to be standing for the East, and who was actually going to win that NBA championship in the end. Welcome back to Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Click those thumbs up, guys, and make sure you subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. Everyone wanted to see who was going to be the king of LA. And as we already know, the Clippers, they had a meltdown and they lost three straight. And not to mention, they're out here pointing fingers at one another, trying, you got Kawhi Leonard saying that the team needs to have a higher basketball IQ. You got Paul George saying this season wasn't a championship or bust. You got Lemon Pepper Lou. He's sitting back saying this guy's crazy. This was a championship or bust. And it just goes to show that the team was just divided from the beginning. But guys, you already know there's a lot of sport pundits out there, sport analysts out there who wanted to say that there needed to be an asterisk next to the team's name that won the NBA championship this season. And I'm sitting here looking at all of the competitive basketball that has been played inside that bubble. I mean, come on, guys. You had the Portland Trailblazers who fought back to get into the single game playoff round to see if they would play on into the playoffs. And they did exactly that. They gave the Lakers a pretty decent run, but the Lakers ended up getting them out of there in 5 games. Now you turn around, you got the Houston Rockets who beat OKC. Chris Paul played lights out with those young guys on OKC, and a lot of people thought OKC didn't have a wing or a prayer to get into the playoffs, let alone beat anybody in the first place. But they showed that they can get out there and play together. Also, on the other side of the bracket, on the Eastern side, you had Giannis and his group. They lost to the Heat. I mean, who would have thought that was going to happen? Again, guys, like I said, there's competitive basketball going on out here right now. You got Boston and Miami playing in the Eastern Conference. You got the Lakers and Denver Nuggets playing in the Western Conference. And, hey, I got salute to the Denver Nuggets because no one, like I said again, no one thought the Nuggets would knock off the Clippers with the Clippers being up 3-1. I'm sorry, you're going to hear me say that a lot, but it's the honest to God truth. But looking back at everything that's going on, be honest with yourselves, guys. Do you really think there should be an asterisk next to an NBA team's name on the O'Brien Trophy? No. I mean, guys, think about it. We've all had controversy throughout our lives playing the sports, right? We've had, like I said, this is the only time in history where there's been so much controversy going on, from the pandemic to people trying to sneak folks into the bubble to, players having family issues with players losing family members. You got players, siblings getting married, players having babies, their wives are pregnant, giving birth to children. You got all type of things going on, guys. And guess what? That's everyday life. But when you're playing a sport that you love, you're going to hunker down and do whatever it is you need to do to make sure you get that team over the hump. A lot of these guys, I don't think really wanted to be there in the beginning, but they kind of settled in and they began to go ahead and, mesh together with their teammates, and they got on a good run. But guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. Looking at what's going on, as far as who's going to win this championship, it's not a clear favorite. I mean, let's be real here. Everybody's saying the Lakers now because of the fact that the Clippers is not there and how the Lakers beat up on the Denver Nuggets last night. But again, guys, at any point in time, this thing can switch up on any team. It's kind of like, back up. It's almost like the movie On Any Given Sunday. You don't know what team is going to show up. You don't know what could possibly happen. But guys, all I know is this. We got some great basketball going on right now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm glad they're continuing on with pushing their message as far as equality. Continue that message, guys, and keep moving forward. But again, excuse me, whichever team that ends up winning this NBA championship this year, they are a true champion, because guess what? Being away from your family for over, 70 to 100 plus days. Right now, I think they're like in the 70th day. Being away from your family that long, not being able to hug and kiss your loved ones, that's a strain, boy, mentally as well as in your heart. And for you to stay the course and continue to keep doing the things that you need to do to make sure that your team is on an upward plateau to possibly have an opportunity to win a championship, hey, you are already a champion in my eyes. But guys, make sure whichever team that you like, hey, continue to keep cheering them on. And if any of you NBA players are looking at this video, please make sure you continue the course and continue to grind. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure all my subscribers and everybody around the world that's watching this video, they thank you as well. But I'm gonna tell you this, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, click those thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. And remember, be that one and lead.